Hello students, in this table Viva video, we will see mainly the medications that is being kept on the Viva table. Okay, so including ampules, vials or tablet form. So let's start. Okay, so first we will begin with the emergency drugs. So the drugs that are kept or used in the emergency, so those are called as the emergency drugs. So first we will go, whenever the examiner gives you any ampule or any tablet or any vial, you take in your hand and then you read first what it is. Okay, so first you need read the full name. So this is the atropine, adrenaline and digoxin. So these three are the cardiogenic or emergency drugs. Okay, atropine, it is used or given in IM, IV or subcutaneous. It is given in bradycardia because it increases the heart rate. Okay, it is also an antidote for organophosphate poisoning. Then also it is anticholinergic action, so it reduces the secretion of the respiratory tract, and that's why it is given in general surgery before the surgery as a preoperative. Okay, so that was all about the atropine. Next we come to the digoxin. Digoxin is 0.5 ml, 2 ml per 0.5 mg per 2 ml. It is given only IV. So it is given in irregular heart rate or in the heart failure, when it is used to increase the heart rate, or we can say it is given in the arrhythmias. Next we come to the epinephrine or adrenaline. Okay, adrenaline. So you read the name and say this is the emergency drug, life-saving drug. So it acts on the sympathetic nervous system. It increases the heart rate and also the heart contraction. It improves the blood pressure. It relaxes the bronchial muscles and causes bronchodilation. It causes vasoconstriction and thus increases the BP. So generally given in cardiac arrest, asthma or asympathetic or anaphylactic shock. Okay, anaphylactic shock. So all these adrenaline and atropine is being used. Next we come to the next drug. This is the potassium. Okay, potassium chloride. You read the name, potassium chloride, available in the ampule. Okay, so this is you read the dose also on the top. It is written how much mg. So it is 150 mg per ml. Okay, also known as KCl, potassium chloride, 150 mg per ml. It is used to treat the hypokalemia. When there is low level of potassium in the body, that time it is given. So this potassium is given only in the IV form. So this is the potassium chloride. Next we come to the next ampule. This is the calcium gluconate. Okay, calcium gluconate, it is 100 mg per ml. Okay, you read, it's written on the ampule. So 100 mg per ml. It can be given IM or IV. It is given in hypocalcemia. Also when there is magnesium toxicity, that time this calcium is given. When there is low level of calcium, okay, that is the hypocalcemia, that time it is being given. Calcium is needed for the formation of bones and teeth. Okay, and for various other body functions also calcium is needed. Next drug we come is nitroglyceride. Okay, nitroglyceride, this is also an emergency drug. It is 5 mg per 2 ml. Nitroglyceride is given only IV. Okay, and this is given to treat the hypertension or when there is chest pain, we can say in angina pectoris. No, angina pectoris. When there is severe chest pain, that time to treat that it is being given. It is given IV. We come to the next drug. So next is the furosemide. Okay, furosemide or Lasix. Other name is the Lasix. So this is 20 mg per 2 ml. It can be given IM or IV. It increases the output. So it is the diuretics. It is given in hypertension or when there is congestion, heart failure, or it reduces the edema. So in edema or in congestive heart failure or in hypertension, this furosemide or the Lasix is being given. Come to the next drug. Next is the phenyramine. Okay, phenyramine is also known as the Abu. Okay, so this is urate. This is 22.75 mg. It can be given IM or IV. So this is antihistamine. Okay, given in any allergic conditions like itching, running nose, or severe cold, severe allergic reaction is there. That time this is being given. We come to the next. This is the dexamethasone. Okay, first always you read the name. Dexamethasone is the 4 mg per 2 ml. It can be given IM or IV. So it is given in it is immunosuppressive. So given also known as the corticosteroid. So these are the dexamethasone. This is the corticosteroid given in COPD, also in asthma or in any allergic reaction. Okay, dexamethasone is being given. So this is the corticosteroid. Fine. Next classification we come. Next segment. This is the paracetamol tablet. This is tablet form. Urate it is 500 mg. 500 mg is the adult dose. Okay, so paracetamol is also known as Furosemide or Panadol. So this is analgesic and antipyretic. Okay, so when there is pyrexia, fever, headache, body pain, that time this can be given. So this is paracetamol. It is taken orally, tablet. Next, ibuprofen. So ibuprofen and the tablet diclofenac, both are the non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So ibuprofen is analgesic also, anti-inflammatory also, and antipyretic also. Can be given in headache, migraine, okay, then in arthritis or muscle pain, any pain we can give. Similarly, diclofenac also. Okay, diclofenac. So this also is available in. You read how much mg it is written on the tablet. Diclofenac is 50 mg and paracetamol is 500 mg. Okay, so it is the both diclo and paracetamol. So if it is plain diclofenac, it is given to relieve pain, inflammation, swelling. It is analgesic. Analgesic means that reduces pain. It is also anti-inflammatory, also antipyretic. So given in pain, in arthritis, okay, in post-operative pain. So these are used for the as a pain killers. Next we will come. This is the injection ondansetron. Okay, injection ondansetron. So this is anti-emetic. Okay, anti-emetic is anti-vomiting. So it is given when the patient is having nausea, vomiting. Okay, so either when chemotherapy, patient takes chemotherapy, they have lot of side effects and they feel nausea, vomiting, or in other condition when the patient has nausea, vomiting, that time ondansetron is being given. So it is anti-emetic to treat the nausea and vomiting. Next ampule is ranitidine. Okay, injection ranitidine. So this is 2 ml And ranitidine is also H2 receptor blocker used to reduce the stomach acid production. Okay, and so this is given in peptic ulcer or in indigestion, when there is heartburn, when there is gastroesophageal reflux disease. No, in all this also is being given. We say in acidity, in heartburn, indigestion, in all this condition ranitidine is being given. This is also available in the tablet form. Okay. Now we come to this. Okay, the other ceftriaxone. Okay, ceftriaxone, it is available, known as the Finacin. It is 1 gram. Okay, so this is in powder form. You need to dissolve and given in IV. Okay, so the ceftriaxone, it is available also in ampule, in powder form. Also the tablets are available. So this is broad spectrum third generation cephalosporin antibiotics. Okay, it is used to treat the various bacterial infections. Okay, it is the bactericidal. Okay, the action is bactericidal, given in various infections like respiratory tract infection when pneumonia is there, urinary tract infection or skin infections, then in meningitis or in bone joint infections, okay, in arthritis, in any sepsis or in gonorrhea. So we can say nowadays in major infections, okay, inflammatory condition, the choice of drug is this. Okay, this is the third generation broad spectrum antibiotic. Fine. Next we come to the another. So this is also, as you can read, vitamins for multivitamin injection, known as MV. Usually it is diluted in dextrose and given to the patient. So MV is the supplements of various vitamins. Okay, so it contains the combinations of vitamins and sometimes also minerals, vitamin A, B complex, C, D, E, K, okay, and minerals as iron, calcium, all this. So MV to replace all the vitamins, okay, especially when there is the patient feel very fatigued, tired, or post-operatively we want to replace the fluid and energy level, that time this can be used. Then next, okay, we all know that this is the pack of the B complex. No? So it is B, vitamin C, okay, then vitamin B12, folic acid. So all this, okay, B complex pack, this contains vitamin B1, B2, 3, vitamin 5, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12. Okay, it supports the energy and nerves and also improves the metabolism. So these also we aspirate and we put either in the dextrose and it is given through the IV to the client or to the patient. Next is the zinc sulfate. Okay, zinc tablet zinc. So these tablets are it improves the immunity and healing of the patient. Also nowadays tablet zinc sulfate is being given in diarrhea. The research says that zinc improves the decreases the durability and the severity of the diarrhea. It decreases the severity of the diarrheal disease. That's why zinc also, it is also the mineral. Next we will come to the pine. Okay, we know that in hospital, okay, when patient is admitted, various pines, this is also known as the pine. So it contains 500 ml. Okay, as it is written, compound sodium lactate, okay, normally known as RL. So ringal lactate. So ringal lactate contains, it is written, sodium and also the potassium, calcium and chloride and lactate. So this replaces the body fluid For example, in diarrhea, in vomiting, when there is severe burns, okay, or blood loss. In such cases, or we want to rehydrate the patient after surgery, so that time it is being given. Next, DNS. Okay, so DNS, D for dextrose and normal saline. Dextrose as well as normal saline. So this also is 500 ml. This also provides energy and hydration to the patient. Also, when we have to replace the fluid and electrolyte, that time we give to the patient. And next is the NS. NS is the sodium chloride. This also is 500 ml. So NS is mostly 0.9%. So this is given in dehydration, when there is shock or when there is hypotension. Also, we can use this as in wound cleaning or to flush the Vigo or IV cannula or IV lines or the catheter. Also, we can dilute any medication in NS, and injections are being given through the IV. So these are the IV fluid waters. And then we completed mostly all. Other than this, also other medication whichever are being kept on the table, you just take in your hand. Okay, you read. For example, this is vial. This is ampicillin. So ampicillin is antibiotic. Okay, it is in powder form, and that's why we dissolve in water for injection and then we give in the IV. Similarly, other such injection, this is ofloxacin. Okay, ofloxacin 100 ml. So this also is antibiotic. These are the ciprofloxacin. Okay, so this also is antibiotic given in injection or in IV infusion. This also is the ciprofloxacin. So ciprofloxacin these are the antibiotics given in IV form. Okay, so here we complete the majority drugs we have given, but according to the system wise also you need to pay attention and learn more.